The most shaken I've ever been was in March 2020, actually. And it wasn't, the Bitcoin price, I think definitely has an effect on you. But my broader concern was that the world was just going to have some type of Spanish flu event. This was back when COVID was announced in March 2020. And then I thought that perhaps we'd just have bigger fish to fry than money for a while. But turns out, COVID's just a flu, and it's been used as an excuse to do everything and then some at the state level. So no, there's not a price point I think that particularly would shake me out of my Bitcoin position. Honestly, at this point, I'm like so skin and soul in the game that I think I'm just riding this thing all the way, no matter where it goes. But it's a strange perception because I may sound like some type of cultist or something saying that, but I actually feel very pragmatic in my position. Like,
you're not diversified at all. You don't.
No, I have some interest in a few other businesses that I've just accumulated over time that aren't liquid necessarily, but my liquid net worth, my liquid savings, I keep in Bitcoin. And at this point in history where people are tripping over themselves to impose their opinion onto one another, and politics has become such an emphasis in our individual and collective identity, I think the smartest move imaginable is to hold the money that is completely immune to all those opinions, immune to all the politics. And to your point about certainty earlier, it's like it's pretty evident the world's becoming increasingly uncertain amid all this nonsense, this post-COVID regulatory mass psychosis. Bitcoin, like fixed money at 21 million, works 24/7. It's been doing exactly what it said it would do, what Satoshi said it would do perfectly for 13 years. Like, it's the most certain asset in the world, in my opinion. Like, the uncertainty of Bitcoin is like that it's only 13 years old. But if you limit your view to its life, it's the most certain asset we've ever had. So I feel a great deal of peace of mind holding the most certain asset the world's ever had amid conditions of the greatest uncertainty I've seen in my lifetime, at least.
All right. Well, when you were here last, you did predict Bitcoin at 307,000 by the end of 2021. In fact, you said by October of 2021. Now, again, I applaud you for giving us a target. I applaud anyone that comes on this show and actually sticks their neck out and gives a forecast. So what happened? Why didn't we get $307,000 per Bitcoin by October of last year?
Well, I can't answer what happened exactly. And it's especially difficult when you put time to these things because that really throws things for a loop. But I can walk you through my thinking, and what got me to that point was, and I just tweeted this out today too. In December 2019, I put out a price prediction that said Bitcoin would hit 20,000 by December 2020 and 240,000 by December 2023. The $20,000 price prediction by December 2020 was spot on. I think we exited the month at 24,000, maybe 25. And then we recorded in May of 2020. So I think it was April of 2020. The model that I had was being outperformed by 100%. I think Bitcoin was like at 50K. The model had it at 24. The one other thing I left out here was I posted that prediction originally December 19. Post March 2020, due to the central bank response, we revised that peak price target from 240 to 307. So that was the 307 that I shared with you. Yeah. But the range was originally December 2021 to December 2023, that we'd hit 307,000 somewhere in that range. But when I came on your show and my model was being outperformed by 100%, I went with the shorter term price or time prediction rather, and that was a definite miss. But as I'd like to say again, all models are wrong. Some are useful. Most are dangerous. I hope no one's trading options on this prediction thinking that it's going to come to fruition because none of us know, right? Anyone living by the crystal ball is bound to eat glass, but there's my logic nonetheless.
Another good saying you worked in there, Robert. I'm going to have to borrow many of these. But based on your model, it sounds like you still hold firm to the idea that we'll get 307,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2022?
2023. So my original range was December 2021 to December 2023. Because at the time when I formulated the prediction originally, the cycles were getting slightly longer. These are the Bitcoin price cycles. Where we are now, it's hard to say. We may not even have Bitcoin price cycles anymore, or maybe they've been significantly elongated. But yes, I think 307,000 before the end of December 2023 is very much in play.
And do you have a price target for the end of 2022?
I do not at this time, actually. That is the only model I've put together, and I've updated it post-COVID, and we've just been watching it to see how it does. But I do regret not laying out the details behind this on our last recording, because now people are grilling me for Bitcoin not hitting 300,000 by October of 2021.
Again, as I say, I respect any guest that comes on this show and has the fortitude to make a call that bold. And all right, so your model predicts 307,000 Bitcoin by 2023.
Sometime within the next 24 months.
Do you want to know one thing about crypto? I made over 3,000% in profit in a few weeks. Fact is, the traditional financial system, the traditional money system makes you poor, not rich. If you want to earn $500,000, $1 million, you have to wait until you're 50, 60, 70 in the traditional financial system, and you probably will still be broke. And you will be old. This is not a sexy combination, as you can imagine. But the question is, how can you start in crypto and make these profits? Where to invest? Where to start? My name is Gunnar and I'm from Germany, as you can hear, and things are a little bit different in Germany. More about that later on. Fact is, there are lots of different cryptocurrencies. It's a gigantic universe where beginners and professionals get easily lost. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. There are 7 key steps you need to follow to become successful in this market. You have to know them, and if you fail one of them, it's literally impossible to succeed in this market. Just an example, one of the key points is your exchange, and one of the biggest are, for example, Binance and Coinbase. These are trusted and well-established exchanges, but, and this is a big but, you won't find the super profitable coins on those exchanges. The unknown super profitable coins that get gigantic profits are not traded on those kind of exchanges. They are traded on much smaller insider platforms that are barely known. And I can tell you what those super secret exchanges are and why they are so profitable. And another super important thing are the right information sources. The point is, the internet is gigantic. There are hundreds and hundreds of YouTube channels, blogs, pages, and much more. And there are also market makers and influencers. For example, Elon Musk, he is not a crypto guy, but the moment he recommended Dogecoin, it went through the roof, to the moon, so to say. But why did he recommend it? Where did he hear it from? He didn't hear it from newspapers. And believe me, he is listening to someone. But you have to know who, and you have to react before he is reacting. This is really, really important. And these are only 2 of the 7 steps you have to follow in order to be successful in crypto. And if you want to know all of these steps in much more detail, and if you want to have a comprehensive checklist, here's what you should do. There is a link below this video. Click on this link and you will get the opportunity to subscribe to my channel. Click on the link and you will see a video where I explain the next steps. So see you soon. Click on the link now. I'll see you there.